Well, first I want to ask you this. Has your mentality changed now that you're at the projects when it comes down to how Republicans think and Democrats think? Are you more politically inclined now than you were before? Involved?
Oh yeah. So, you know,
I see you smiling. I see you smiling.
You know, I don't lean toward any party, man, but I like to think I'm an independent person, but I like truth though. And then I do have some beliefs that, you know, this party doesn't, you know, believe, and then this party doesn't believe. You know what I mean? So I'm always I look at politics every day, man. I know what's going on in the political world. My wife hates politics. She don't look at it. That's really the only thing I look at, to be honest with you. Politics and sports.
But you know,
don't ask me about a movie. Don't ask me about a TV show. I don't know much about that.
Well, Trev is the.
I'm just trying to make some money, look at sports, and.
Well, Trev is the chairman of the Republicrats. So, if you want, we can indict you. We can induct you into the Republicrats tonight.
Yeah, we're the Republicrats.
We we get tired of
I ain't been home. I went home last month for first time in 6 years, because you know we came to Tennessee to look for a house, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't really tell a lot of people I was in town because I knew I was only going to be in Knoxville like a few hours. I was only probably in Knoxville like 8 hours altogether. I went over to my mom's house, and she had her friends there, and she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to get Trump out of office, blah blah blah," you know. And I just like, you know, I started asking them questions. I said, "Well, you know, why you gonna vote for Biden?" You know, and boy, they looked at me.
Oh boy.
I can't come back home anymore.
Well, you made a post though.
But I just asked the question because seriously though, like, okay, what are your truths? You know what I mean? I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I always tell people this, man. You know, when we grew up, at least how I grew up, man, they told us to tell people that we were Baptists and Democrats.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I have no clue why they told us that. That's just what they told us. I didn't even go to church. I'm Baptist. I'm a Democrat. I don't even know what they believe in. So as I got older, I said, well, you know, let me find out what both sides represent, and let me come to a thinking conclusion on my own. What I believe in, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I say this about the Democrats, and, you know, the Republicans got bad stuff, the Democrats got bad stuff. But I do often ask people the question, man, why are we so loyal to the Democrats?
I don't have no clue.
I'm gonna tell you why people.
I'm on both sides of it. I believe in some of the things the Republicans say, some of the things the Democrats say, and I disagree on both sides also.
Is that the queen in the back?
Yeah, that's the missus.
I thought she better hop in on it. I thought she better hop in right quick. Let me tell you what I got to say.
I'm nosy. You heard that, right?
How you doing? But I tell you this. I learned, and I was talking to a friend about this too. People like the Republican ideal because of the fact when it comes down to making more money, we start becoming more aware when we start making more money, right? And then from the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, it lets you know you got to be involved on all levels of the classes. You know, you got to be involved in what's going on with the different trends with laws, because laws will help you actually dictate how your business will go. And if you're not really doing business and you just going to work, there's nothing for you to pay attention to. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People like the Democratic aspect because the fact is it does have a socialistic ideal to it, to where we got to try to make things even as much as we can, or try to give people an opportunity. But we don't need to end up propping them up and just taking care of them all the way. So, like, for example, Joe Biden last night said that, hey, you know, we need to put up, you know, the business need to be open, but we need to do it slowly or slower. He said, look, we need to actually provide, you know, the glasses, the plastic between at the restaurants and this and that and this and that. It all starts adding up more money. When we start think about money more, you start realizing somebody got to pay for that. There's no such thing as, you know, and Trevor know and I know, nothing is free no more. We may have thought things were free. There's nothing free. Somebody paying for it. So like Trump said last night, Joe, who's going to pay for that? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, make plenty of sense.
Please, what's your thoughts on it?
You know what? But you know what? You know the one thing that's kind of disappointed me on Biden and Harris, right? Usually, when people are campaigning for office, they'll throw a lot of false truths. I mean, just a lot of false things out there. Say, well, when I'm in office, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know, and it gets us all. You know, they build that momentum. Like, oh man, I'm gonna vote for this person. I haven't really seen that from Biden and them. Like, what is their plan when they get in office? Every time they do the debate, they say, well, you know, what would you do if you were in office? And they go back, well, President Trump failed to notify us of the coronavirus back in January, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, we got that. We already know that. But if you were in office, what are you going to do? They have yet to answer those questions. You know what I mean? They have yet to say, well, we're going to do this with the China trade deal, blah, 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 blah. You know, It's just point finger at this guy. Usually, the candidate that's trying to get in office will say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. They're not doing that.
Yeah.
They mentioned some last night. Last night they mentioned some, but you're right, they didn't land the plane. What he did do, I think that Biden did well last night. Besides that, after I went back and looked at the tape, Trump was really punching him in the face with a whole lot of stuff. But but he said, but what he's doing, you think so?
You know, we've seen Biden, man. Biden reminds me of Hillary Clinton, right? Like when after she lost to Barack, right? When they were running
the primary
today, and then the 2016 election, when the Democrats had 8 years when Obama was in office, right? They had 8 years to groom a new candidate, a fresh voice, fresh insight, fresh energy. You know what they gave us? The same old.
But you know what? You know why?
We've seen her since the 90s. We don't want to see that again.
Everybody, they can't groom nobody.
But now it's 2020. You had 4 years. You hate Trump, right? Hate Trump. Man, I can't wait to get this dude out of office. That's what you do. You give us the same old dude that you already gave us before. Yeah. We done seen Biden.
Yeah.
Biden old, man. We done seen him.
Yeah. he like an old mixtape. He like an old mixtape.
Charlamagne said it yesterday. He said, I don't like Biden, but I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. He said, because we've seen, not to defend nobody, but he said, we've seen this old white male leadership, you know. Yeah.
But
where's the new fresh voices in that party coming up?
You know what? They getting in trouble. Everybody getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They had your boy Scott, the black dude over in Scott that was trying to groom up to be the next Barack. He didn't do too well with it. Look, they had the boy down in Gilliam down there in Florida. He ain't doing too well.
Hey, but I got something I want to ask y'all.
He on the floor.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, he's done. His political career is over.
Hey, but I got something I heard in the debate I want to ask y'all, man. Did y'all hear this? Now, Scoop, when Biden said he want to shut down the oil industry, did he kill himself when he said that?
Oh, Trevor, I got that. I got it.
Play it, man. Play it so Scoop can hear it. Play it so Scoop can hear it.
I got you.
The other way. I would transition from the oil industry, yes.
Oh,
I will
that's
transition.
A big statement.
It is a big statement.
That's a
because
big statement.
I would stop.
Why would you do that?
Because the oil industry pollutes significantly.
Oh, I see.
Here's the deal. But
that's
you
a
can't
big
do
statement.
that. Well, if you let me finish the statement, because it has to be replaced by renewable energy over time. And I'd stop giving to the oil industry, I'd stop giving them federal subsidies. He won't give federal subsidies to the gas. To solar and wind.
Yeah.
Why are we giving it to oil industry?
We actually do give it to solar and wind.
And
that's maybe the biggest statement in terms of business. That's the biggest statement.
Okay.
Because basically what he's saying is he is going to destroy the oil industry. Okay. Will you remember that, Texas? Will you remember that, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma?
Vice President Biden.
Hey.
So, matter of fact, we're talking stocks and stuff too, right? I throw a few companies out there. Tesla, right? NEO. It's a company called Plug, Plug, and a stock symbol called Workhorse, WKHS, right?
Yeah.
The reality is, that electrical vehicle industry is the future. California just signed a law by 2035 that they will not be selling any new gasoline vehicles in the state. In 15 years, you won't be able to buy a gasoline vehicle in the state of California.
You know how much a Tesla costs?
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, but no, Texas. Yeah. Texas went down. They ain't what they used to be.
Oh, for real? Okay.
We gotta all get used to the future. The future is electrical vehicles. You know, me, I like gas. So I'm a, travel like Chevy. I'm gonna keep me some gas. But that is the future. You're gonna see a lot more of that in the future. He gonna put his effort into electrical vehicles in the future. On the retrospect, the people like me and you who have gas, the demand ain't gonna be so high. So guess what? Them $4 gas prices are coming down. When I was in Tennessee, I was surprised to see gas prices was. I think they were in $1 range.
88 cents. I couldn't move my mind.
Yeah, we ain't seen that in 20 years. So I was loving it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's the gas in Ohio? I mean, in Hawaii.
They got to import their gas out.
How much is it?
Man, everything high in Hawaii, man.
Yeah, everything high.
Give me something. Gas, gallon of milk. Gas, yeah, gas right now is about close to $3.
How much is a gallon of milk?
But it's still probably double what you pay.
Yeah, that's high.
I shop on base. I just bought milk yesterday. It was $5.29 for a gallon. But out of town, at the regular grocery store, they $7 though for a gallon.
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know how much they are where you at.
$5 or something, $6. But go ahead, Trevor.
I got another question. I don't want to take too much of your time, Scoop, but if you got time, we can dig into this debate now.
It's Friday, man. I got plenty of time.
Okay. Now this is what I had a question, and we on a podcast with a guy that's been in the military, he's about to retire from the military. Now, Trump said the last debate that we're going to have a vaccine for the coronavirus in 2 weeks. This debate, he said we're going to have a vaccine for the coronavirus in 2 weeks. And he said the military will distribute it. I don't know what he meant by that. The military will distribute
the Army. So in time of war, right? Remember, right? When you hear when you think of America was ever to come into.
Is that Trev? You hear me?
Yep.
I think he froze.
Yep. He in Hawaii though.
Yeah, he over there putting it in. We'll let him come on and he'll hop back on here.
Yeah.
But that's good.
I wanted him to answer.
He's gonna answer. He's gonna answer. Queez, when you just hop back in because he's gonna answer because he about to talk about some wartime discussion stuff.
Yeah.
See, that's pre. People trying to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Queez. No, you good. Go ahead. Answer that question.
So when you think about like martial law and all that, well, the Army is trained to go in and do that. Okay, so when it in the National Guard, so when it comes down to distributing the vaccine, the Army is going to be put in charge of that. But my question to you is, if Trump had the coronavirus a couple weeks ago and you seen him back in action 2 days later, do you not really think that the vaccine is already in place?
Yeah, I mean, that's like so obvious in your face.
Come on, man. This is still the most powerful country in the world. He's still the leader of the most powerful country in the world. The best doctors there are, man. That vaccine is ready to go. You know and I know they're waiting to push that vaccine out after the election.
Yeah, after the election. So he can, that's it. And that's why I gotta, invest into some companies that already got some bread. I mean, the companies that already get into it. That's why Pfizer is booming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. A lot of the coronavirus talks are going to change after November.
Yeah, we already know. Look, Queez, a lot of stuff is going to change, period, because there's be nothing to talk. Look, when the riots came, we forgot Corona was even here.
Yeah.
Corona was here.
When the George Floyd situation happened.
Yeah. You're like, Corona's still here? Then it came back. Wasn't else to talk about. Wasn't else to get back on, man. But Queech, man, look, man, we appreciate you.
Yeah, let's talk about, right?
We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for always being with us all the time on a weekly basis, sharing their posts and all that. Thank you, man. Thank you.